Welcome to Sal Sothea, a space for Dharma, reflection, and peace. In this moment, we come together to listen to the Buddha's teaching, to understand our suffering, and to learn the path toward healing. If you can, find a quiet place. Sit comfortably. Take a gentle breath in and out. Allow your heart and mind to soften. Today, we will talk about walking with loss, Cambodian Buddhist practices for grief and healing. Let us begin our practice together. Before we begin, a gentle note. This talk may bring up strong feelings. If you feel overwhelmed at any time, please pause, step away, or seek support from someone you trust or a professional. The practices I share are supportive and optional, not a replacement for medical or mental health care. Why this teaching matters. When someone we love dies, our world shifts. We may find ourselves avoiding memories or feeling swept away by waves of sadness, anger, or confusion. Grief is natural, and skillful ways of grieving help us hold what we feel without becoming lost in it. Today I offer simple, practical support rooted in the Buddha's teaching and Cambodian tradition, practices you can try in the days after a loss, and gentle ways to be with yourself and others. Let us remember that grief is not a problem to fix quickly, but a path to walk with care. Even small practices, a breath, an offering, speaking a memory, can help steady the heart. I will begin with a story from the Buddha's life that shows how the Dharma meets loss. Listen slowly and let the images settle in your mind. Once, the Buddha was staying with his disciples when an elder in the community passed away. The companions felt deep sorrow. The Buddha did not push them away from their feelings. Instead, he reminded them of impermanence and of how love continues in different ways. He taught that seeing clearly the nature of loss helps us to respond with wisdom rather than clinging or denial. In Cambodian villages, families often gather at the pagoda, lighting candles, chanting softly, and sharing stories of the person who has died. These rituals are not only for the dead, but for the living. They help the heart remember, speak, and begin to heal. I can almost hear the chant in the rustle of leaves. It brings the memory alive. From that story, we draw 3 core teachings to support grieving. First, impermanence. Second, wise or skillful reflection, yoniso manasikara. And third, compassionate presence. I will explain each simply and show how you can bring them into your daily life. Point 1. Impermanence. The Buddha asks us to see that all conditioned things change. This does not minimize our sadness. Instead, it gives us a friend, understanding that pain will move like a weather pattern. When we remember impermanence, we can hold grief without feeling trapped. Practically, when a surge of sorrow comes, name it quietly. This is sorrow. Notice the body sensation. Breathe. Let the sensation have space to change. In Cambodian practice, we may touch a simple object that belonged to the deceased, or offer water with intention. These actions honor impermanence. They acknowledge that what was precious continues as memory and influence, not as permanent possession. Point 2. Wise reflection, yoniso manasikara. This is a careful, considered attention, asking questions that lead to understanding rather than rumination. It helps us see the causes of suffering and gentle ways to respond. In practice, when you notice harsh self-judgment or spiraling thoughts, pause. Ask, what is true in this moment? What is helpful for my heart? Then choose one small, kind response. Breathe, reach out to a friend, or rest.
Sometimes wise reflection feels hard when sadness is heavy. It's comforting to remember it's a practice. We try and try again.
Point 3. Compassionate presence. This is the practice of being with another, or with yourself, steady, non-judging, and warm. Compassion does not erase pain, it meets it. You can practice by simply placing a hand over your heart and saying, "May I be kind to myself." Or when supporting someone grieving, listen more than you speak. Allow silence. Let them name their pain without fixing it.
We must also remember community care. In Cambodian tradition, neighbors bring food, monks chant, and stories are shared. These small actions form a container for grief, practical help, and emotional presence that prevent isolation.
Now, some practical applications and rituals you can try. Choose those that feel respectful and useful. First, a simple home altar or memory corner, a clean cloth, a photo or object, a small bowl of water, and a candle or flowers if safe. Sit there for a few minutes each day to remember with gratitude rather than clinging.
Second, short chants or phrases. You might softly repeat, in your own words, a wish for the person's peace, or a traditional verse if your community uses one. Chanting helps focus the mind and connects us with others who have grieved before.
Fourth, ways to speak about the deceased. Use simple, honest language. Allow children and elders different spaces to express. Offer practical help, meals, transport, a listening ear. These acts are Dharma in motion.
Now I will guide a short trauma-aware reflection to meet a single feeling or memory with the breath. You may keep your eyes open or close them if that feels safe. If anything becomes too heavy, please open your eyes and return when you are ready.
Begin by noticing your posture. Let the spine be straight but relaxed. Bring your attention to the breath. Breathe in. Know you are breathing in. Breathe out. Know you are breathing out. As you breathe, bring to mind one small memory of the person you have lost. Not the whole story, just one image or one gesture. Hold it gently, like a leaf on the water.
When a feeling arises, name it softly. Sorrow, longing, gratitude. Feel where it lives in your body. Breathe toward that place with kindness. Imagine your breath as a warm presence that welcomes whatever is here. If the feeling is too strong, bring your attention back to the feet or to the touch of your hands and rest there. There is no need to rush.
May that memory be held with kindness.
Slowly, when you are ready, return your attention to the room. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Rest the eyes. Take one full breath and let it out. Carry the intention of gentle remembering into your day.
To summarize, remember the 3 teachings: impermanence, wise reflection, and compassionate presence. Try one small practice this week. Create a simple memory corner, speak a single kind memory aloud, or offer a brief chant. Grief moves in time. There is no schedule. Be patient with yourself and others.
May you find support in community and in quiet practice. If your grief feels complicated or does not ease, please seek trained help. Dharma and therapy can walk together. A blessing for closing. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. Thank you for listening and for practicing with Sal Sothea.
If this teaching brought you some comfort, please share it with someone who may need it, and subscribe to Sal Sothea so you never miss a gentle talk. May we all walk the path together. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering.